Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Please be seated.
Candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage. Jess want to fight. Envy being beige rage. It's the Breakfast Club.
We're gonna play the third clip, but Judge.
So she was crying at the end of that, right? Can I just say that?
I know what she doing. What's the girl? Diddy girl?
She was crying, but well, it looked like she was crying. I don't fucking know. I mean, I was just rubbing my eyes too. Maybe like I'm crying. That whole show was guilty. Like, I want them all to just go away. Go.
They want good. They want good.
No. I am the judge. Glam. The whole show's guilty.
Hold on.
That's it.
No?
And you said you seem to feel that if you're in a temp position, that when the person comes back, the temp should leave.
Absolutely, that's how it works.
That's not how it works.
It doesn't.
But I mean, that's not how it always has to work, though.
Well, if you're the boss, you make the rules.
Yeah, but if you like the way someone works and they bring something to your business, why wouldn't you keep them?
You can keep them in some type of You can keep them in some type of situation that you can put them in a different role, or
I agree with that because this girl has always been on the air since Jess came back. I don't remember her. Well, I don't know. I don't listen to them, but from clips that have went viral, or if my mother wants to hear Donkey of the Day or some shit like that, and she puts it on and we have to listen to a little bit of them talk, it seems like Lauren is always there. Like they all speak. So that was kind of foul for them to lie and say that they hired her as the producer or as a producer, and she was always in the back. Like, just wasn't sitting right there and seeing the girl in her face every fucking day. I really don't think that she's blowing it out of proportion, because if you're gonna have 4 people, you can they should have left Jess with the mess, even though they've been changed Jess with the mess. She stopped doing that a while ago. Lauren could have just did her new shit, because that's 2 different things. They didn't bring Jess on to be a fucking journalist, or to really be in detail and to really care about the shit that Lauren talks about. That was Lauren's job. Lauren is a journalist. She's been doing this for many years. So, and it's only right for them to bring her on as a producer. Last job she had, she was a producer. Who the fuck wants to move backwards? Jess saying that, she sat there and she got pregnant on purpose. Son, I don't even know why she had to say that. That, like, girl, you already know what women go through when having children and having a job. You know what the fuck Black women go through having children and having a fucking job, bitch. Like, you're lucky that they let you come back. Like, you're lucky you're not sitting on a crate.
Damn.
So, I'm gonna watch the rest, but as for right now, this whole show is guilty. But go ahead.
I want the truth.
At this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like,
this is just destruction right now.
It's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah, I'm
feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie. The first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? I think at this moment, because this is, I do better as a producer. What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP,
I never ever heard that.
Because
you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said, hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after. When you say you pull.
I do better as a producer.
Nobody tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And I did or not. Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm gonna handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown. And regardless, you don't gotta love me, you don't gotta like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless,
no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's not, let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job. Great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I
think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know
nobody tell me that.
Because
I know the internet has created a narrative. Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
But that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
But y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not doing that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I ain't never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's true. That's different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't going to do it again.
Attempted to do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. That's what my intentions were. And we talked about
it. That
was different. The way when I did come back, Lauren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different. And then the first thing that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
I know the internet has created a narrative. I feel like we're having a behind the scenes meeting on air, which is kind of cool. But let's go to commercial or something, and then come back.
Well, the whole thing is we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution based and not argument based, so let's resolve
shut
this.
Up. You're the number one beige rage person. You ain't never come up with a resolution, a solution in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? Oh, you don't want to say
the academics thing. And I want you to know, I responded
to me. It's just
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. What I'm saying, because this is
what I'm saying. Don't let
I'm joking. From them making it a topic, and now it's a problem because we're talking about.
I feel like we're having a behind the scenes meeting.
This will work, but sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about you. Have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's take some calls.
This will work, but sometimes this might.
Audio yesterday. Hold up, be quiet. How everybody a real estate agent? How everybody?
Because a lot of the wags do that. Rihanna
for a long time.
Her outfit mattered.
No, listen, hush. This is not a no, Lauren. No, just listen. Just please hush. This is not a Taylor Swift football game situation. We supposed to be a team up that bitch. Shit up for y'all.
Well, this is what happened at the Breakfast Club. when she there.
Right.
It's the talent. And you could say I'm dissing because that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna act like I'm.
She said, yeah, it was Granny. She said, I'm a producer and you're my talent.
She said what?
I'm a producer and you're my talent.
Ooh, that's like a slave shit. Damn. Just hilarious.
Yeah. I think that, like Granny said, I think that they are both gaslighting both of them. This is so stupid. I cannot believe they did that on air. And I'm gonna be like, I tuned in this morning just so I can have talk about it today.
Yo, what up?
What is that?
This is the time Jess has left on that show.
I attempted to listen today. I promise y'all, I attempted to listen today. I couldn't do it. It was too much fucking talking, too much going back and forth. And I really don't like them. And I really don't
the truth.
Care too much. Like I would talk about it from what the blogs are posting, but I cannot sit through them for 4 hours. I can't. And the music that they play too. But if I change the station when they go to music, I'm gonna forget to go back over there. So I just don't go. But I didn't hear that part. I caught the very beginning. But that has to be very uncomfortable for. Well, I know probably the only one that's not uncomfortable is Charlamagne.
So they got MB too.
MB too, because I think MB feels like he's above everybody and like, yo, I'm gonna always have my shit. I don't give a fuck about what happened, blah blah blah. But Charlamagne, I think that again, he wags his tail and he starts giggling. Like he goes to bed. This is what makes him hard. Like not even his wife. And I think he's really enjoying this.
I get hard off a controversy. It feels a good feeling. I love the juices of this sensual. The women fighting is nothing.
That's weird. I think you need to go to therapy.
2 women fighting, cattiness. I love it. It's just
that's stupid. Why? Love it for what?
Oh, you put up
when they do 2 totally different things.
They need to put a pool of.
Hold on, let me just rule on this. They're all guilty. They do 2 totally different. 2 sexy for my robe. Now,
yeah, Jess, we bouncing already.
Oh, okay. So
keep your over on a little bit. We might have to go
back. Shut up, Kels. How?
They need to have a mud fight. I think they need to put a puddle of mud in a pool of mud and let them fight. And let's let the best women win.
How about you just give them both their own segment and let them do what the fuck they do?
No, we can't have 2 women. It only could be room for one. All right.
So why not get rid of Charlamagne and just leave Envy and the 2 women?
Men rule. That's why you can't have more than
men rule. What?
The world. You can't have more than one.
No, that's not how it goes. It goes girls rule and boys drool.
No. No one wants to see a show with
2. That's how it goes.
No.
Girls rule, boys drool. So
we drool over women, but we don't need 2 women.
Y'all don't. Yeah, but y'all don't really. Y'all. I mean, I don't know. I guess y'all do run shit, but y'all really shouldn't be.
Lauren is trying to make the peace, but in reality, she's really saying, "Bitch, leave, and I'll take your spot, and we can keep it pushing."
Right? She's being nice, nasty, and Lauren is soft as porridge, yo.
She don't want bust a grape in a fruit. She want
yeah.
She looks very like she's from the suburbs.
She don't want the beef, hold the steak. She don't want the smoke, no vape.
I'm gonna call my little sister to fight the battle shit. Like you, the big sister, you calling your little sister to fight. Like,
yeah, she does look like she has like her
little sister. I'll beat your ass, and you like 10 years older and shit. Like that's who she vibes. That's the vibe.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're gonna tell somebody that like in the beginning, like I don't care how catty you get, how petty you get, I don't care what you say, I'm not giving you that. Like, bitch, are you crazy? I'm not gonna sit here and let nobody
the truth
for the sake of a motherfucking job. No.
I think Jess is gonna quit on air. I got a feeling she's gonna quit live on air. I just don't know what day.
How did it end though? Because again, like I said, I couldn't listen to them. So
it ended on a peaceful note. They said they're gonna figure it out, but that shit ain't happening. You can't. When shit is left, when going left, you can't make it right. You can't. Once it's fucked up, once it goes bad. What is it? Once it's bad, who said that shit? Once it's bad forever. Who said that? Once it's bad forever.
No, once a good girl goes bad, she's
bad forever. Yeah, all right. Once two girls go bad, she's bad forever. These two girls are now they have.
Once a good girl goes bad.
Yeah, once a good girl goes bad, she's bad forever. These two girls are fucking both have this. This perception of each other that they can't go forward. They just can't. They don't think it's going. They can't make it right. Two women can't make it right once it's fucking far off. You just can't. It just can't, because if they make it happen right, something's gonna happen. Was gonna fuck up and bring it right back to where it was before. You can't. Once that chemistry falls off between two women, it doesn't. You can't make it right. You can't. That's why they only need one woman, because two women together, it don't work. Women, they don't.
No, it can work if people stop fucking pitting women against each other. What do you mean?
Y'all women, y'all want to be.
No, fucking no. That shit just doesn't. Women don't just start beefing out of the blue, Glam.
Yes, I do.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Men,
no, we fucking don't. And depending on the situation, it's always somebody like men putting women that fucking gets each other so they can sit there and jerk off to it. That shit is disgusting. It's kind of creepy.
We like it because it's funny, because y'all don't know at the end of the day, people are laughing at y'all because y'all looking stupid. Like Jess and Lauren, y'all looking stupid. Y'all fighting over what? Y'all can't just get over it and just come to
but the men that is causing that, they look stupider.
No, we don't look stupid.
Yeah. The men that's causing that looks worse.
They didn't.
That's bitchy. That's bitchy. Men don't need to be doing things like that. The way Charlamagne and Envy act, they act like bitches. Nobody wants their men to act like that. I bet you they both get fucking.
It's funny.
All right. No, those are not real fucking men. All right, I don't care how much money Envy says he has, and all of the boasting that he fucking does, and the identity crisis that fucking Charlamagne has. Those niggas have to be getting pegged at home. They act like bitches. And they did that shit while Yee was there, and the same thing Jess is saying right now is the same shit that Yee said. They didn't have her fucking back.
They don't need her.
What?
We all grown. They all grown individuals, right? They all grown adults, right?
So if somebody is sitting here calling me all kind of bitches or saying I'm a hater or got their finger pointed in my face, you not gonna say nothing. Because I'm gonna say something. But if I don't say something, you're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna sit there and giggle.
I'm not gonna giggle, but at the end of the day, she's a grown woman. She can handle her own affairs. If you and Lauren talk,
so that's what you're saying. So if I don't stick up for myself, if I feel like.
You have to stick up for yourself.
Yeah, I know I do. But what about if you had a co-host that didn't, Glam?
If you're not, I would never have a co-host that's not strong enough to fight their own battles. You got to be strong enough to talk and speak your piece, your mind, or whatever. If you can't do that, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, but you act like that's a part of the fucking job. That's not.
It is part of the job. You want to say
really a part of the job interview.
What? It's not.
So how do you know? How do you know? That's not something that they fucking ask you.
That's
not something that they ask you. Yo, if somebody start talking shit about you, you're not gonna need us to have your back, right? You're gonna talk your shit back, right? So we can get the rating. Like, that's not something that they spoke about. But you got two men right there allowing, or no, I think Gucci and Charlamagne was doing an interview, and Charlamagne's just giggling while he's calling her.
Okay, I don't do that. I get it right.
Act the same way, like what? Like a bitch is in my seat? Yeah.
I want the truth.
I don't want no other hoes in my seat.
Are you calling Kel a hoe?
Well, he trying to compare how they act versus how I act, and that's not true.
I want the truth.
Because I never asked you to fill in, so you can't take my spot.
I want the truth.
He said, yep, I'm that hoe. It's a 304. 304.
There we go.
Kels, I'm not jealous when you come up here.
It's all love. It's all love.
I'm not jealous.
It's all love. But Jess, you gotta. Jess, all you gotta do is punch in her mouth, and she's good. She punch in her mouth, and she won't come back.
If anybody deserves to be punched in their mouth, it's Jess.
Then they need to fight and see who wins. Go in the office. I know y'all got a break room.
No, they don't need to fight.
I got a break room in Clear Channel. Put them in a room, 5 minutes. Whoever come out, boom, you on the show tomorrow. Other one, y'all go to ER and get your wounds, lick your wounds, and go get some stitches or whatever. They gotta do it. Sometimes fighting is the only solution. Sometimes you can't come to the. If you fighting, sometimes it's healthier than just talking about it.
It depends. But both minds have to think alike.
Jess is from Baltimore. She's ready. I don't know where this other chick is from. She look like she's from Beverly Hills. She's actually too pretty and too.
That's what I'm saying. Both minds have to think alike. That was just like when we was talking about Cameron. Was it Cameron and Jim Jones? Yeah, Cameron and Jim Jones. Like, no. When we was talking about ASAP Rocky and ASAP Relly, you want this nigga to go to fucking jail for you punching the concrete? Like, you're gonna go take this lie all the way to put your homeboy in fucking prison? Just fight and get it over with. That's it. That only works for some situations. That's not gonna work for everybody.
A fight always solves the problem because at the end of the day, it's about fear. You beat a nigga ass. Oh, I can't beat you. Oh, let me bow the fuck down.
Nobody wants to bow. Everybody gonna want to. I need to. Let me get my shit back.
We know
that's like how they do when they be playing fucking CeeLo. Bet and like that's how them fights be starting. Like nobody wants to have that one up. Nobody wants to get beat up and then got to take that L. Nobody want to fucking shoot dice and take the bank and everybody else sitting down. They like shoot it back so we can try to make our money back. Nah, fight the fair one. So
then fighting it back. If you get your ass whipped the first time, 9 out of 10 you won't get your ass whipped the second time.
Yeah, everybody doesn't think like that though.
Fighting ain't rolling the dice. If a nigga beat your ass because you had it coming, it ain't because you didn't see it coming. You had it coming. You knew it was coming and you got it. Rolling dice is a different story. You can't compare rolling dice to getting your ass whipped by a nigga 10 times your size. Know your role and shut
Yeah, you can because people want their lick back. People. It oozes out of my pores, that jealousy. Shut up. People want they lick. Everybody wants they lick back.
You can get your lick back
if you're rolling dice or if you're fighting. That's what
no. I don't want my lick back. I don't want. If I get
that's why beef never ends because people feel like
No, beef ends when you
embarrass me every time I see him. It's on site.
It's on site, but you won't lose every time you cite it. You're gonna lose.
Not necessarily. That don't.
If you lose at a fight, you bring a gun to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Then you win.
That's the problem. Why?
Ass whip.
Why?
Why would I risk get my ass whipped twice in a row? I don't want that. I don't want to.
So now you want to risk killing somebody and then go into prison for the rest of your life?
No, I'm saying either kill somebody or accept the fact that you can't beat.
No.
You're not gonna beat them twice. You can't beat them once. You're not gonna beat them twice. It is what it is.
It's the shit just be lagging.
We laggy over here. Laggy.
Because even if you watch it on YouTube, it's like 5-6 seconds slow, and the comments, I don't know. We never know how slow them shits are.
We laggy over here, Kel.
That's why sometimes Glam don't even know what the hell y'all be talking about.
We laggy over here.
Then he talking about we been past that. No, the comment just came in.
I want the truth.
Jess, I need you should quit on air, Jess. I would quit and take a shit on the Breakfast Club desk. I think you should do that. Just shit on the Breakfast Club desk.
Do you hear the words that come out of your mouth?
Take a shit on the desk of the Breakfast Club desk.
And that's
you know what you do? Buy them all breakfast and put a laxative in her coffee, and she can't do the gossip because she's gonna be shitting all day, all morning.
She can get sued for that.
No, she can't put in a laxative or something.
Yes, you can.
You got to prove it.
Because you're trying to harm someone. Trying to prove what?
You're trying to harm nobody. You just want her to go to the bathroom.
He's trying.
Clear her bowels.
Just like Elon Musk was giving people his heart, right?
Was it real hard? Oh, he was Nazi, and that was a Nazi sign. You know that.
Okay, so yeah, giving the laxative is trying to harm somebody.
No, I don't. Let's try to get somebody to not. What did it say? Not get you out your spot. Like you send her ass to the bathroom. She fuck around, fuck that seat up. You know what I mean?
It doesn't work that way. But
toilet.
But quitting on air though, like again, like we said yesterday, she has that contract. So we got. I don't know. We don't know what the clauses are in that contract. We don't know what the fucking outcome.
She can't quit on air. She got to get fired. If she gets fired, she still keeps her job. But she got to shit on the stuff. She got to do some stupid shit to get her fired. If she quits, she don't get the money. She gets fired.
What she gotta do is probably curse Envy out. You know that nigga gonna start crying, and
that's it.
He gonna turn red. He snot, tears,
The truth.
fucking ears.
Oh, you gotta do smack Lauren.
His shirt's gonna break. His shoes are gonna bust, and then he's gonna go cry to HR.
I want the truth.
Yeah, that nigga ain't light skin like that. We ain't doing it like that.
He's not light skin like that. Envy?
Yeah, you call him a little girly.
Did you not see how? Do you not see how he acts?
I wonder what happened to this shit with the real estate shit. Is that coming back? Is that a wrap? Are we not acknowledging?
You don't talk about it and it goes away.
No, like that goes away. It's gotta resurface.
It went away. How we haven't spoke about that in what, a year, 2 years?
I mean, he paid with the